Hello and welcome to the WBS Undergraduate Open Day. I'm very pleased to present the course on BA International Business. My name is Deborah Knowles and I'm the course leader of the International Business degree, and I'm also the assistant head of the School of Organisations, Economy and Society. During this presentation, you're perfectly at liberty to stop the recording to have a better look at the text that's on the slides, because quite a lot of them have quite a lot of writing on them, and I'll give a little indication of what's written there, and then I'll move on. So this quotation here is a real quotation. It's what I said a couple of weeks ago when I was asked what it is that I love about being a course leader. Yes, it is fantastic to see students benefiting from the wonderful experiences here, and I hope that you find that too. So here are the course details, what you'll be learning and so on. On this degree, we really do emphasise the international nature of business, and we've seen that a lot of our graduates on this course go on to work overseas in lots of different sectors. It's an internationally focused curriculum where you will learn all the business essentials as listed there, and there's a large range of optional modules and elective modules on different aspects of business and management, so you can design to a certain extent your own degree. Here's a photo of the students who are graduating this year, having a nice moment in their day. So during the degree, you will be spending 3 years with us at levels 4, 5 and 6. And you also have the opportunity to spend an additional year to make your degree a 4-year degree in the year between levels 5 and 6. So that would make it your 3rd year. And you can study or work abroad on a year abroad, or you could do a 1-year work placement. And I'll be talking more about the year abroad later. The degree, it gives you a chance to mix with a really wide range of other people in your student experience. So as Virginia here is saying, that it's a very mixed group, and she said that she interacted with dozens of cultures and nationalities every day on her degree. And this Virginia's in the final year now, I should say. What are the course entry requirements? Well, here we've got the A-level grades, BBC up to ABB, and there are other types of qualification there that you might have. If you want more information about those, because you might have some more complicated qualifications, then I suggest that you speak to our admissions desk, and you can access them through the live chat on this website, on this Open Day website. You will need a qualification in English language and in maths to be able to start, and that equates with a pass at UK GCSE qualifications. And if your first language isn't English, you'll also need an IELTS score of 6 overall and 5.5 in each component to be able to cope with our teaching and also with our assessments. So what are the course aims? Well, what we look at is the learning that you'll have, both in terms of content and in terms of skills that you'll learn, and the sort of person that you will become. And if you look at the third item there, and you'll see those different transferable skills like teamworking, problem solving and so on, that is the basis of the information that I like to give to employers when I write references for students at the end of this degree, that you have actually gained those skills. And here's another 3 of the aims. We have 6 altogether. Developing resilience to perform under pressure, and to produce graduates who have a cultural sensitivity. In other words, they are very well able to work amongst people from overseas cultures. And social responsibility and ethics are also very important. So here's here's a quote from Kristina Ivanova, who's a graduate of the degree in 2014. And she says that this is a degree that will give you the opportunity to spread your wings and spread your minds wide and experience more. And you'll see more of Kristina later on, because she is actually now the course's employability advisor. This photo is of an event that was attended by students on international business, and it was when Lord Billamoria came to talk about his company, Cobra Beer, which he founded. And here's a current student who says that studying international business has enlightened her to a diverse range of issues, and she talks about how that is, and getting that international mindset has been very important to her, and also involving her creativity. So what's the course structure? What will you be actually doing? I'm going to look at the actual module titles in a moment, but first of all, I'm going to look at the course structure. At level 4, which is your first year, you'll be doing 5 core modules, 5 compulsory modules, and they are and you'll see what they are later on, and then 1 elective, and you can choose from quite a range of electives. And I'll be talking about those again in a moment. Level 5, second year, 4 core modules, 4 compulsory modules, and then 1 option from a choice of 2 and 1 elective from a very wide choice. And then after level 5, there's the possible year abroad, and we do encourage students to take that up. You'd be studying at one of our partner institutions in countries all over the world, or you could do a year-long work placement, and that could be either in the UK or overseas. And then finally, at level 6, which is your third year here, or it could be your 4th year if you've taken that year abroad or work placement, then you'd be doing 4 core modules, including a dissertation, and then there's 1 option from a choice of 3 and 1 elective from a wide choice. And just to say that timetabling wise, that each of these modules that you're studying has 4 hours of tuition, face-to-face tuition, and you'd be doing 3 in each semester. So with 3 modules, 4 hours each, you'd be studying face-to-face in class 12 hours a week. And those classes will take the form of, there would certainly be at least 1 hour of lecture, which in our online environment will be split up. So you'd probably have, let's say, 15 minutes of being lectured and then a short activity to carry out, and then come back for a bit more lecture and a bit more activity and so on. So it'd be broken up. You won't have to be sitting there at your desk at home listening for an hour. And then there would be seminars which would be live but online, so you'd be able to interact with the person who's teaching you and also with your fellow students. And normally those 4 hours for each semester, for each module, would take place on the same day. So you'd have 1 module on a Monday, 1 on a Wednesday, 1 on a Friday, or whatever. Right, so here are the actual modules that you'd be studying. So you need to think about whether these modules are the ones that you want to be learning in your degree. In other words, is this degree the one for you? In semester 1 of level 4, semester 1 is from the end of September until the second week of December for 12 weeks, you'd be studying communication for global business, which is looking at the technology of communication and also behavioural communication, what it is that people actually want to communicate and how they communicate with people and interact with them. Introduction to management, which looks at what managers actually do. And then marketing for international business, which is your first marketing module. And then in semester 2, you have global business environment, which is one of 2 modules in the course, which you study with all the students in WBS. So everybody does it. And then foundations of accounting and finance, which is your first finance module. And then there's another one in level 5, you'll see. And then you have a choice of doing one in level 6, if that's what you really enjoy. And then there's 1 elective module from a number of elective modules, which everybody can choose. And just to highlight 1 type of elective module, you can, if you like, include a language in your degree. So this would be your elective, and you'd be studying one of these languages. We have 8 here, as you see, and you'd be studying for the whole year. So they'd be in both semesters. Unusually, other modules are only in 1 semester. So here they are in alphabetical order. And just to say that timetabling wise, if you're studying a language which has the same alphabet as English, like French, German, Italian and Spanish, you'd be studying it for 2 hours per week during the whole year. And if it was a language with a different alphabet from ours, it would Arabic, Chinese, Japanese or Russian, you'd be studying it for 3 hours per week, because clearly there's more work to be doing. And we find that Polylang is very, very popular amongst BA International Business students. One thing I would like to say, make very clear, is that if you do Polylang, you're not stuck to it. It doesn't have to be a Polylang elective in every year. If you start a language in level 4 and you don't like it, then you don't have to choose that next year. You have to actively choose it for each year. If you do like it, then you can continue. And sometimes students love a language so much that they actually choose to go to a country for their year abroad where that language is spoken. So we have 2 partners, for instance, in Japan, and students who've been studying Japanese are very happy to go there. And here we've got a quote from Egland, who is a final year student. He chose German, and he's been studying German during his degree because he wants to go to Germany to study for a master's. So he wants to be fluent in that language. And he's very complimentary about the staff who teach Polylang languages. And I should say that most of the staff who teach languages in Polylang are native speakers. Here are the level 5 modules. That's the second year. And we start in semester 1 with international business practice, which looks at a number of aspects of international business. One of which is mergers and acquisitions, international mergers and acquisitions, and another one is business ethics and corporate social responsibility. International financial analysis, as I said, that's your second finance module. And then you have an option. You can either do digital business or international business law. So that's the first semester. And then in semester 2 of level 5, organisational behaviour, so what people are doing in organisations, how you can get on with them, how you can work out why they're doing what they're doing, and it could be your fellow employees, your colleagues, or it could be the people that you're managing, or you could be trying to work out what your behaviour is all about. International business research is the module that prepares you for your dissertation in your final year. And then you have an elective module. And I should say that the elective modules in level 5 are very, very broad and eclectic. And there are opportunities to be studying all over the university in lots of different subject areas. Or you could be continuing your language if you started one and you liked it in level 4. So in the optional year out, which follows level 5 for those students who want to go, you would go to one of our partner institutions and you would study business and management subjects in English, or you could study in the local language if you're fluent in it. So you can see those countries are literally all over the world in most continents. You could, if you like, study in both semesters at that partner institution, or in the second semester, you could be doing an overseas work placement. Another possibility for that year out, is that you would do a full year UK work placement, and that's a different scheme, but clearly that would be explained to you nearer the time. And here we've got 2, they're graduates now, they graduated last year, 2 students from the course who were on the desk explaining to students about going on the year abroad, and that's Amma and Rio. And here we've got Ricardo. Ricardo is going to be in the live chat later on. When you go to the live chat, he's going to be the student from BA International Business who's going to be answering your questions. And he's here talking about his year abroad in Australia, which he said was a life-changing experience and gave him the global perspective that he needed to enhance his degree. And we've also got a graduate from my very first cohort. I've been course leader for 12 years, and this is Letitia, and she went on the year abroad to the Netherlands, where we no longer have a partner, but she had the same experience. It was a life-changing experience for her, and she learnt a new language, so she learnt Dutch while she was there. And then in the final year, we have another module, that's the second module, where students will be studying with all the students in WBS. And then we have international economy, which has quite an emphasis on development economy. And then international project management, which we've found is very popular for students because it's something that's useful for people in all careers. Then in semester 2, you have an option. You choose one of those 3. And as I said, you could be doing finance in every year. So here we've got finance as one of your options. And there's an elective as well, which could be polylang, or it could be one of a number of modules in different aspects of business and management. And then that bottom dark yellow line there shows that the International Business Dissertation is a year-long module. We start in semester 1 talking about how you will go about your dissertation. We have a series of workshops talking about how you choose the topic, how you manage the relationship with your supervisor, how you access material, how you approach people to interview, and so on. And then in semester 2, with the guidance of your supervisor, you will write your dissertation. So those are the modules. So you can see that there are 6 in each of your 3 years here, which is 18 altogether, which build up to create that degree. What sort of assessments are there? Well, there's a variety of assessments. We've got essays and reports, which might be quite similar to what you've done before at college. Literature reviews, which are much more of a university focused assessment, where you will be reading academic literature and writing about the findings of those authors and their research, making presentations, exams and tests, team assessments, which are very important to build up your team working skills. And then there's that dissertation that I've already mentioned. And just to go back to presentations, this group here of 10 are all graduates of the degree in different years. And this is an event called the Alumni Employability Evening, where these graduates have come back to give presentations about their experience in their careers after they've graduated in BA International Business. And I mentioned Christina Ivanova earlier. That's her on the left-hand end of the front row. She is our employability advisor. And actually at that event, which was the one 2 years ago, she recruited 2 final year students who are working at her organisation now, and I know that she's in conversation with at least 2 others from this year's cohort. And with regard to presentations, I must say that I'm always very proud when I see our graduates who are so expert at giving presentations, and I think, you know, this is what they've learned while they've been on this degree. Right, so going on to careers and employability, your degree will give you a number of embedded opportunities to develop your career. The university has Engage, which is the one-stop shop, if you like, for careers. So they'll give you careers advice. They'll help you write your CV. You can go for meetings there where they'll give you, where they really listen to you and advise you about what sort of career is best for you. They advertise vacancies in terms of jobs and also graduate schemes. So they're an excellent facility that the university offers. And one of the things that they organise is the Employability Award, where students who take advantage of what they're offering in terms of short-term work placements and writing an excellent CV and so on are awarded points. And the student who does the best in each course is awarded a certificate. And this photo is of the award ceremony last year, and the student there in the grey jacket is the student from International Business who won it. Work placements, lots of information about those from Engage. And then, as I've said, the BAIB Alumni Employability event, which we're very proud of. We're the only degree so far to be running that event where current students can meet their counterparts from previous years, all the way going back to Letitia, who attended this year, who's a 2008 graduate and has had, you know, a very interesting career since then. These are examples of organisations that students from BAIB have gone on to work for. So a lot of them are very well known, or if you haven't heard of them, you can always have a look on Google to see what they do. And here on this slide, we've got examples of the positions that our graduates have taken up when they've graduated. And here we've got a testimonial from Harry Whiston. This one is actually on the current website, external website, advertising the degree, where he talks about the skills that he learnt, the transferable skills that he learnt, and how useful that's all been, especially with regard to team working. Now, why would you come to Westminster? Well, we do have those excellent links with industry and professional bodies. And as I've said, lots of opportunities for you to go and do work placements and get into your ideal career. Lots of support, both on the academic side and the pastoral side. So you've got a course leader, that's me. Every module has a leader. You'll have seminar tutors. You'll have a personal tutor. And also we have the registry who help you with all the administrative areas. Lots of opportunities for work placements and work experience, which I've mentioned. And we are very proud to be one of the most diverse universities in London and one of the most diverse in the world, to be honest. So I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. And if you have any questions, then you are very welcome to come to the live chat. And also, you are welcome to contact me with an email later on.